All right, mic check, mic check. More Masters podcast. Y'all's made, of course. I got a special guest across me, man. I seen them a little while ago at a pop-up sneaker event, Sneaker Fest in North Augusta. In the summertime, I want to say summertime, right? It was hot. No, it was hot as hell that day. Summertime, man. Jahdavinci.
Yes, sir.
I got it right.
Jahdavinci.
Jahdavinci. You had a funny name. I mean, not a funny name, a good name, an interesting name. What it mean? Do it mean anything?
Yeah. So,
You Jehovah's Witness?
nah.
Nah, I got to think about Ja Rule.
Nah. So, my first name is Jahshun.
Okay.
My family call me Jah, J-A-H. And so, Da Vinci, he's an artist. And so I just did my nickname, which is Jah, and Da Vinci, which is the artist.
Gotcha.
So,
I like that. That's dope. I really thought your name was Jahdavinci before. I was like, he's
Oh,
born to
for
be an
real?
artist. Okay, you just made that. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Play on
yeah.
words. It's your artist name. It's your artiste
yeah,
name.
for sure.
Got you. How you been, man?
I'm good, man. Living. Entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneurship, brother.
From the day that I came to the Sneaker Fest, and like I told you off camera, I remember being tired of that. Like, I ain't going. I ain't gonna go.
Yeah.
And some saying, I just go. I went, and even when I got there, I was like, I'm gonna just stand around, but I ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
But I was so intrigued by, like, it was so many pop-ups there, and I felt like everybody was real professional in what they had going. Like, for what I do and my mission to what I'm doing for the podcast and just putting people on the city, I felt like it would be remiss if I didn't do it, So I went ahead, and then when I came to your table, you had a somebody else with you. Somebody else
my
with
little
you.
brother.
Okay,
My little
I would say his
brother.
son. I wasn't sure. Okay, yeah, brother.
Shout out to him.
And yeah, shout out to him because I'm like, all right, he was talking to me because you was busy. You
Yeah,
was talking to somebody else.
yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, all right. I like when he was talking. I said, I'm buying something, man. I'm gonna buy something, man. Slim was like, what? I said, yeah, I'm gonna buy something, man. So we went around on every table and I picked everybody gonna buy from. And I still got the shirt. You see I wear all the time.
Appreciate it, yeah.
I actually shouted you out my last one I wore it on. Like I said, I don't make clips and stuff for people to see. I just did it.
Yeah.
Cause I could have clipped it up, sent it to you. It wasn't that big of a deal. But I want you to know, like, I do like the brand. You know what I'm saying?
thank you.
Before we get into the brand and everything you do and your artiste, I want to get into you though. So like, tell me a little bit about you, like where you from, your upbringing, what it was like. Just let's get to know you.
Yeah, so I'm from the small town of Sparta, Georgia. A lot of people really don't know where that's at when I tell them. So a lot of people know where Millersville at. So I tell them, you know where Millersville at? And they'll say, yeah. And I say, around that area then, being that Millersville is so much bigger than where I'm from. I mean, we only have 2 traffic lights.
I was about to say, if Millersville is bigger than where you're from is like a real small. Millersville is small to most of us.
Yeah, exactly. We only have like 2 traffic lights. I love my city, man. And
Sparta.
I actually,
What they famous for? Is that where they shot in Heat of the Night? Oh, I'm tripping.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But
I'm gonna Google it.
I know. So
You know
Horace
Heat of the Night,
Grant,
right?
Huh?
Horace Grant, the basketball player?
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, they're from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the Bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Horace Grant. Goggles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got you.
Yeah. And so, so I actually moved from Sparta, to Putnam County. That's a little bigger city, but it's still the country. Putnam County. I moved to Putnam County in 3rd grade. When I got to Putnam County, I missed back home because that's all I knew was Sparta, Georgia.
Gotcha.
And so it was cool. I still say that I'm from Sparta though, because that was my roots at. That was where I grew up at. My grandma still stay in Sparta. You know what I'm saying? But I graduated from Putnam County High School. My upbringing, I don't really like to say like everybody else because I feel like mine was special, and I say that because I had like a fairy tale type of upbringing.
How so?
And because I feel like when I came up, we stayed outside. So we rode bikes, and I went to my grandma's house every weekend. Even when I did move to Putnam, I'm already back in Sparta doing a Friday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we did everything, and like we even built like go-karts, bicycles, race bicycles. We had
scratch. Just building bicycles. One morning wake up.
But it wasn't necessarily from scratch. But we we'll build from another bike.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And it may not seem special how I say that, but it was special to me. Building tree houses, literally. You know what I'm saying? And I had a great upbringing, man. My family is the number one thing in my life. Like family, that's all I'm about is family.
Speaking of family, like what's like the map out of your family? Like you got brothers, sisters, cousins, like like the bunch of them, a little bit of them. Like...
Nah, so on my mama's side, I have a little brother, me and my little brother.
Got you.
On my dad's side, telling how many brothers and sisters I got. I know I got one big sister and another sister. Because my dad, he was gone for a while in my life. He was in prison majority of my life, really. But my mom, my best friend, and back to my family, like they made sure, they still make sure that if someone, you know how they say it takes a village to raise a child.
Right.
We stand on that as a family, even after my granddad passed, like it's still been that same way.
Would you say that's more of a family thing, or is that like a Sparta thing? Is that even in Sparta, like is that a community thing? I asked that because in a small town, a lot of times, you can't go down a block without somebody knowing you.
Yeah,
you can't go to this part of town without somebody knowing
That's
you.
That's a good question. I kind of feel like I would say it's kind of a Sparta thing, being that a lot of people from Sparta and Putnam show me love. I don't know if it's just me, but a lot of people know me, my mom, especially in Sparta. They know that small town, your whole family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's real love back home. Like Sparta and Putnam, it's real love. And anytime I go back, you know how some people see you but won't say anything to you or not. None of them like that. Like they at basketball games, I'm hugging people, aunties, and people that I look at like uncles and aunties.
Right.
It's all love back home.
Give me like what's the feeling like out there at Millersville, Sparta, Putnam County? You said Putnam County.
Yeah,
right?
Putnam County.
Like what? Like describe it to me, because like
okay, I got you. Yeah.
But I hear about a lot of times people come down from these places.
Yeah.
They be wild as hell, I can tell you that. but you hear a story about being in Millersville, being in Putnam County. I never heard of Sparta, in Sparta, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
So tell me about like that environment. What is that environment like to you? If you had to describe it to somebody. Give me the good and the bad. You ain't gotta give me all bad, I don't want you to put the city down.
I would say, and a lot of people, when they think about the country, they think about hillbilly and stuff like that, but it's not that.
Y'all wear socks outside? Or y'all just wear bare feet? Okay.
Yeah. When I was coming up, we wore socks outside, everything. But Sparta is dirt roads. I say dirt roads. Family businesses like fish fries. Like
plug somebody. Who got the fish fry? He ain't plugging.
McLean. I know back in the day, McLean. I know Isha. Shout out to Isha. She an entrepreneur. She doing it big in Sparta. My personal favorite in Sparta is Real Deal. Anytime I go, I gotta get the chicken fillet. I gotta have it. But it's just a small town. IGA. That's it. Like our grocery store, IGA. Family Dollar.
Yeah, I got those.
Yeah. We got one family. Okay. We got a Family Dollar and a Dollar General, but
I got one Family Dollar. $1 General
and an IGA.
Y'all got like a Walmart. No Walmart.
We got a Rockies. It's like a gas station.
A Rockies.
A Rockies food mart. They sell hot dogs and that and stuff like that. Like the where you can get the little jury from, the little fake earrings and stuff. Like one of them. But
I ain't really being sold on Sparta right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you probably not. You probably not. I mean, it's the country, man. It's the country.
Millersville. I heard that I got Applebee's out there.
Yeah. Millersville got everything. No, Millersville got
not everything, but they got
yeah. They got the Applebee's.
I mean, of course, to y'all.
Well, yeah. To they got the Walmart. That's where we go. So a lot of people from Sparta go to Walmart and shop because it's on like 40 minutes away, 30 minutes away.
30 minutes? Yeah. Hold on. You got to travel 30 minutes to go to the mall or like the Walmart?
Yeah.
You got a mall? There's a mall out there?
In Sparta?
Nah, wherever like in
we call it a small in Middleville, but it is a mall.
Y'all call it a small?
A small, yeah.
What that mean?
It's so little.
How y'all go school shop? Where y'all go?
A lot of they go to Millersville, Macon, probably the surrounding.
Macon is y'all big is
yeah,
close by.
probably Macon. Oh, they come to Augusta. You know, they
okay.
come to Augusta. But
Ain't never come to Augusta.
Same thing with Putnam. Like there, you know, it was really not a mall there or anything. Like back in the day when I was growing up, like going to the mall was everything. Like Augusta Mall, Macon Mall. Nah, we used to love it.
Augusta Mall, y'all loved it, huh?
Yeah, like still to this day, me staying in Augusta right now, it's a luxury for me to live 10 minutes away from a mall. Like I just go sometimes just to go.
How you feel about Augusta? Like tell me that. Like what's your thoughts? You live out here now. Like what's your thoughts of the city?
I tell people all the time I love Augusta because it's still a mixture of what I'm used to, which is country and city. You know what I'm saying? So it still give me that. And I like it here. I want to buy a house here and everything. But it still give me that country vibe. That's what I love. I don't want to go too city. Like Metro Atlanta, I don't want to go too city. I want to see deer and cows and trees. You know what I'm saying? What I'm used to. Ride four-wheelers and stuff like that. That's what I'm used to, man.
So, like, now you talking about your upbringing. I know you was wild. Y'all building bikes and tree houses and stuff like that, right?
We in the woods for real.
I was outside.
Yeah.
They say outside. Talking about Sparta, Georgia. Describe like how were you as a child? Like even in school, what were you like in school? In your social setting.
I was a social kid. I went bad. I always stayed in the something active.
Played sports and stuff.
Yeah, football, basketball. That was about it, football and basketball. Because my granddad, he was a football coach. So sports was kind of big in my family, still to this day. And we have a lot of boys in my family too. So my upbringing, football, basketball. I wasn't a bad child though. My mom probably say
you didn't get in trouble at school?
Nah. Majority of the time, if I got in trouble, it was probably about me talking or something like that. But
you can be quiet.
Other than that, nah, I was a good kid though.
So I asked that because normally I be trying to like get somebody artistic. I be trying to say autistic.
Artistic, yeah.
Normally they stand out. Either they like I'm trying to use the right words. Either they are like different, rather, like they just real different.
Yeah.
So they stand out, or they just phenomenal and like they're very artistic to it. Like they bleed out art all the time. Whether it be spoken word, whether it be artists drawing or dance or any kind of art form you think of, they just pour it out. Yeah. But it's always one or the other. It's never like in the middle. Yeah. Either you stand off it like nobody know you can do it. Yeah. Or everybody know you can do it. Yeah. Because it seep out of you. You know what I'm saying? What would you say? What were you at in that?
And the reason I didn't really this wasn't the first thing to come to mind because it was always me. But it was I didn't care what I wore. Like even as a young kid, I think my mom, my granddad bought me some cowboy boots. And I literally slept in those things. Like I didn't want to take them off. Cowboy boots, cowboy hat, to church, everything. You know what I'm saying? And even all the way up to middle school, I never really big on fashion. I just liked what I liked. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And even to middle school, the term trendsetter, I started hearing that a lot. And I really just started expressing myself as I got older more and more. To mixed match shoes, to crazy socks, to you probably don't know about these, but like you remember the like foxtails used to hang on your keychain. They're probably too country.
Yeah, might have been a Sparta thing.
But yeah, like it was like a big bushy foxtail you could hang on your like your belt or whatever. Like you had a tail for real, but
like that thing, little meat you got in the back.
Yeah. Nah, they're rat tail. That's a rat tail. Yeah, gotcha. It's like a raccoon tail. Yeah, something like that.
I ain't never seen a raccoon
on your tail, but I mean on your pants, but like that, man. It's so much stuff, man.
What made y'all do that? Like, what was the thing? They were like, oh,
just different. That's different. I
like
it
though. It sounds cool.
It's just different. Like,
see, I walked around with the tails on, right?
Yeah. And like, even when I wore mixed match shoe, it wasn't to stand out though. It was because I liked doing it. Like anything I ever did in fashion. Like, I used to love bright colored shoes and stuff like that. It was never to stand out. It was because I liked it. Like even growing up, matching, like I really never really cared for. I felt like matching was overrated. Because
why you felt like that?
Who told us we had to, you know what I'm saying? The match, like, because it always been like, if I got these shoes, why I gotta find something to match with them? I just want to wear my shoes. Why I gotta find this color shirt to match my shoes? I can't just wear my shoes with any color shirt. You know what I'm saying? Who told us we really had? And I'm not gonna lie. Back then, I wasn't thinking like social norms and nothing like that. I was just doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not even thinking about like.
So you wasn't doing it just to buck the social norms or to be different. You just happened to do it and end up being different.
Exactly. You know,
I can respect that because what I ain't say I don't like. What I've always had a dislike for, I'll say, is when people like go above and beyond to try to stand out, and it's like, damn, you try so hard that you look like everybody else now, you know, and I hate that. So to genuinely just stand out on your own, not trying to, just what happened, you did it.
Yeah,
I can respect that. That's a beautiful thing, and it's very rare to do.
Yeah. Like it was, man, and it was a time that, and a lot of times I was the first to do something, right? And people were looking at me like, man, what you got going on? You know what I'm saying? But I did it so confident that people were like, dang, okay. And next thing I know, they wearing mixed match socks, and because mixed match socks used to be frowned upon. Yeah, like back. I don't know if it was up this way or whatever, but that's
the whole country doing that.
Yeah,
not
like,
just part of this.
But yeah, mid-match socks used to be frowned upon. Me and my homeboy MJ, we started mid-match socks just cause, bro.
But what made you do the mixed match shoes? I'm just curious of when you woke up and you decided one day I'm gonna wear these shoes and these shoes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna probably contradict myself because at that time I wanted to match to a T. So if I had, and I remember, I'll never forget, I had Jordan 5s, and I had a picture of a Jordan 5 on my shirt. And I had a white Jordan 5, the fire reds, and I had a black. I think they call metallic 5s. Yep, I had the metallic 5. And I'm like, man, it'd be fire if I put both of these on together. Man, I tried it. The next thing I know, I'm walking out the house with it, but it just looked good to me. And I had camo pants on and everything. like it probably country is on or what, but bro, still to this day, that looked good to me, bro.
You took a picture in it?
Yeah, I'll see you a picture. I'll see you a picture. I'll see you a picture, bro, like real deal, bro.
Did it look good because it was mismatched, or did it look good because it was Jordans? I need to know, because you're saying files, and I like the files, so.
Yeah, I think I would say.
I'm trying to figure if you can get away doing just some forces or just something else.
I would say, being that it was Jordan 5s.
And it wasn't as risky if they were Jordans.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I asked about your child. It says a little lot about your child. I'm asking about your child a little bit, and you told me what you told me. But now I'm thinking, and you tell me that part of the story. I'm like, okay, well, y'all lived a good life. You had one pair of files, another pair of files.
Oh yeah.
You had so many Jordans. You say, you know what, we're gonna mix them up. I'm tired of wearing the same Jordans every day.
And even in my childhood, like I think my first pair of Jordans were 13s, but early on, my mom kept me fresh though. Like even as a baby, my mom kept me fresh. And
did you think Jordan, would that be considered to you? Do you think that's considered like a social norm, or just something just spoil you rather to get the Jordans? Yeah,
I feel like what you mean like a social norm?
Well, like it's normal to wear Jordans. Not normal. I mean, like the feeling of wearing Jordans is a thing. Like that puts you in a certain.
Yeah. I feel like now it's like that.
On the bus or in amongst your peers in high school.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I feel like now it's like that because if someone sees something, they automatically think, oh, how people gonna react to this if I wear this? Mm-hmm. Nah, I ain't gonna get it. It's probably too much. I'm gonna just go get the Jordans. I know they ain't gonna say nothing about these. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
where'd you buy your Jordans from?
I don't even remember. Cedric Wright. Shout out to him. My mom used to always, anytime my child support check came in, my mom used to go get my joint for him. until I started getting older and older. You know, shoes started getting expensive, man. But
I was just curious if I had drove to the mall every time to get to
Nah. A lot of times we did. But the thing, my mom, she used to bribe me though. If I got good grades, which I really didn't get a lot, she used to get me some Jordans
plot
or something
thickening.
like
I don't
that.
know. You telling me more now. So in school, what happened? Why you couldn't get good grades, man? What you got going on? You can talk a lot. Why you couldn't get grades?
Really?
You building bikes from scratch. You making tree houses. But you just can't get these grades right in school. What's going on?
See, at a young age, I was on AB honor roll, all that. But more as I got older, I started to hate school more and more, bro.
Damn,
and
hate is a bad. That's a strong word. Hold up.
Yeah.
Hate. Why you hate school so much? What you didn't like about it?
It went. I felt like, and I don't know what I was thinking. And then I feel like after high school, because I was good all through high school. You know, I was chilling, borderline, whatever, A, B, C student throughout high school. But once I got to college, even in high school, I felt like, man, am I really going to use any of this in real life? And then when I got to college, I got more free time. Now I'm really on my own. I ain't in my mama's house no more.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man. And I'm also starting to getting a little bit of taste of entrepreneurship. And so I'm like, man, am I really going to use? And I was a psychology major, criminal justice major.
Why you chose those majors?
At first, I think I came in with criminal justice. I like forensics. I want to be a forensics. Just stuff I see on TV. I want,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You keep it in the bucks. You keep it out like
Yeah, for real.
Because I don't know, man. I saw it on TV. It looked cool. I want to do it.
And psychology. I actually like psychology still to this day. Like how the way people think, the mind and stuff like that. But I read about it. I don't want to go to school.
Yeah, but say
for it,
nothing you gotta go pay $1,000 for.
Exactly. But it got to the point where I really started to hate school in college, man. I ain't gonna lie. All the way through high school, it was cool. It was whatever. But I really started to hate school in college because it was really one of the most down times of my life.
What did when being in college? What did it show you? Now I'm gonna speak for myself. I love school too. I got to college. I ain't say I hated it, but it definitely was. I definitely wasn't just getting up to go to college. I noticed that the first day I ever missed a day, I said, you know, I could have more days like this.
Yeah.
I just started missing a lot of days.
Yeah.
Now it's not a norm to have to go to school. Like
Facts.
nobody on me to go to school. If I don't want to go, I ain't gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm not studying. Life is life, and now so you a little older now. I gotta work.
Yeah.
Things you gotta do. You know, more responsibilities. You're not in high school no more, so it's not fun.
Yeah.
College is like really not fun. I don't know what the movies tell you.
Yeah.
College is like it's not. To me, it's not fun
At all, bro. Like it was really one of the most down times of my life, bro, because I never failed a class until I got in college.
College really tell you like, hey, you ain't that smart, bro.
What?
Like I was like I'm AB honor, not like you. I was AB honor for no C's, but when I got to college, I saw more C's than a lot.
Yeah.
You know? So college is definitely it can humble you, put like that, and then let you know like whatever environment you was in school, you'll tend to blame your school system. Like I ain't prepared for college, and I don't know a school system that can say they did. You know, a public school system rather. So
that's true.
college was definitely tough. It was tough on me too, and I feel like I'm a smart person. I just was like, damn, I just can't do it.
Yeah,
I finished, but damn, it was.
Yeah, like I went to school on a football scholarship, Middle Georgia State University, bro. Like I went in on the I think I was doing criminal justice when I first started. Yeah, criminal justice. I really was chasing the football when I went to college. I think I would have still went to college if I wasn't playing football, only because like you know, with older people, it's like you go to college, you're going to college, you know what I'm saying? Which was cool at the time, but like now that I done been in college, I'm not gonna force that on my kids to go to college, go to trade school, you know, learn to work with your hands, entrepreneurship. That's what I'm gonna definitely push, entrepreneurship.
Definitely.
But yeah, man, college was a real downtime, man. And I started to really focus on my hustle for real when I got in college. I made my first shirt. My mom taught me how to make my first shirt, bro. And after that, the rest is history, bro. Especially with going to class and stuff like that.
Before I get into the shirts, I want to hear that story and get into that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, as you talk, I think it's certain things you just didn't mention. So you say you went to school on a football scholarship.
Yeah.
You may say you just played sports. Like, I play a little bit, you know. You had a scholarship. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a small thing. You gotta say, yeah, I went to school on scholarship.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah, you gotta big that up. You was good in high school then. That's what that means.
I was all right. Yeah.
You got a scholarship. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't give them the scrubs.
I felt like I could have been better. I had got injured. So I had shoulder surgery.
Got you.
I could have been better though. I still wanted to play with my coach. He held out on me. He was looking for my greater good.
No, that makes sense. I know football's a rough contact sport though. So
yeah.
So I want to get into what you do now and the Weirdo collection, and I want you to tell that story. So tell me the story about your mom helping you make your first shirt. Like, what was the idea behind her helping you? How did she know you want to make a shirt? Like, what was that like? How did that come about?
So when my mama showed me how to make my first shirt, I didn't want to listen. I didn't care to make a shirt. So she had a cricket machine.
Why was she showing you? Like, what was the point? What was the reason?
So she had a cricket machine, right?
A what?
And so a cricket machine is like a machine where you cut like vinyl.
Gotcha. Okay.
Heat press vinyl and stuff, words on the shirt and stuff like that. She had one of those. And I think she was fairly new with learning how to use it or whatever. And she was like, hey, let me show you how to make a shirt. Just basically just like showing me. So if I wanted to make a shirt for myself, I could. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Mom, I don't really care about that. You know, I'm trying to go to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? I still got NFL dream. But she pulled me over there. She made me like make a shirt like really do this, and this how you do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, that's easier than I thought. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, you can take this heat press back to school with you and work with it. I'm going to order me the newest one. And so her old heat press, the first one she had, I took to college with me. And I'm like, man, this thing can make me some money. Because these kids are here with me. They want shirts to wear to the parties and stuff like that. And so after she showed me how to real deal do it, man, I started making Middle Georgia cheerleading shirts. Like for real, like they had flag football at the college. I was making shirts with their numbers on the back and everything. But YouTube University, that what taught me everything. Like how to sew, how to make a shirt for real, like really make a shirt to newer designs and everything, how to make designs, logos, all that YouTube. I'm doing all this when I got class the next day. I was supposed to be studying for real, but I wouldn't take none of that back at all. And it really taught me how to depend on my hustle, because I was real like broken kind of. Like, man, like me and my homeboy Nino, when I met Nino in school, we were really broke. And word of mouth, this is why I push like when people are entrepreneurs, that word of mouth is one of the main things. Like when you do good business, it's gonna help you in the long run, because people gonna be ready to brag to you about if the services were good or not. And once I started being known on campus as the T-shirt guy, oh, it was up then.
What was your name back then? You just showing
so my last name is Yeomans, Youmans. So I had something called Yo Man, Yoman Designs. So basically, I didn't have a clothing line, but if you had a clothing line and you wanted me to make your shirts for you, I would. And I'd look out for you, and you can go sell them at a higher price than what I charge you for.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you wanted a shirt for the print, like I used to have people come to me with funeral shirts. I used to make those and everything, bro, in my college dorm room.
Thank God for the glow up.
For real.
Humans design, Weirdo collection sound way better. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, mans. I'm like, who mans? What mans?
Yeah.
I like it though, but like, I like the story, because like all that stuff matters. So that probably went into you making a way better name for this go round. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't something you forget. You forget a lot of people. You don't forget no weirdos.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So So you're on campus, you're making shirts. At what point do you start to say, okay, well, I'm gonna go in the direction of the Weirdo collection? What kind of trials and tribulations did you have before coming into what the Weirdo collection is now? Like,
Ooh. A lot of pain, man. A lot of pain. I had a homeboy, bless his soul, Killer B, Brandon Lundy. He was a rapper. We was both from Sparta. We was locked in for real. Like, he was real life, like my big brother. And he always wanted to start a clothing line called Lad Legend Bread. And so I remember one of our last conversations, he was like, man, we're going to get this clothing line started. I'm going to do this. And he died in a car accident not too long ago after we spoke. And so all I could think about was one of the last things he told me was that he wanted to start a clothing line. And so I was like, I feel like I should do that for him. And so I started a clothing line called Lad Legend Bread in honor of him. And I used to make every shirt I used to make with LLKB on the side, Long Live Killer B. And Killer B was his rap name. He was a rapper too. And so I did that for a little while. And it came to me where I wanted to start. I did that for him, but I wanted to start doing something for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I did that for a little while because I had a lot of people, even when I went back to school, but we even had like fried chicken Wednesdays. And like every Wednesday, people used to put on their Last Legend Bread shirts around campus. And it felt so good seeing people because people didn't even know him and was still wearing shirts with LLKB on the sleeve and everything. And like the love was real for real because I knew he would have loved it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And another thing was I stopped playing football. The head coach ended up leaving. And it wasn't even the same no more. And so after that, I was Last Legend Bread 100%. Like doing that, man, I probably made so many Last Legend Bread shirts, man. I still think about that to this day, how many shirts I made in my life for real. It's been so many, bro. But I had said I wanted to start doing something for myself. So I stopped Last Legend Bread. I let everybody know. You know, still to this day, some people still have their Lad Legend Bread shirts that they wear. But I want to do something for me. And so I set out to start my own clothing line. And I used to always send like text messages to my mom saying, with clothing line names, saying, what you think about this? What you think about this? Nah, but it'll come to you. It'll come to you. And bro, like, it came to me literally, bro. Like, I just had to sit down and think about myself. You know what I'm saying? And what really resided with me and what I could help to do. Because my grandma always tell me, if you do something, set out to help change the world, make it positive. And so I want to do something positive, bro. Like, and no hate to any other clothing line, but I didn't want it to be any other clothing line that was based off of getting money or chasing money or anything like that. I wanted to be able to put a smile on people's face and make people feel good about themselves when they wore whatever I end up making. And so I don't even remember the exact time when the Weirdo collection came to me. All I could think about was me growing up. I always heard people say, you weird. You different. You weird. And so I started looking up, I saw this word always kept coming to me, eccentric. And I was like, man, what does eccentric mean? And I looked it up and it was like somebody that loves to stand out, that doesn't like to be like everybody else. And so I was like, I like that. And so my mom was like, you probably got something right there, you know, just keep up. And I was like, weirdo. I was like, man, I don't know. You know, that people gonna really rock with the weirdo because it had such a bad rep. Yeah. You know, when people say weirdo, they thinking about
it's offensive to some people too.
Yeah. Still like up north, like you're getting into a fight for calling somebody a weirdo still to this day. But I just ran with it, man. The Weirdo collection. I still remember my first collection, man. And I had two others homeboy passed away. Lane and Lito, bless them, man. I miss them so much. But I had them pass away during my journey of trying to solidify myself with Weirdo, and they were one of my biggest supporters when it came to that. And at that point, when I got a good group of brothers around me, when they were like, oh yeah, I like this, you know what I'm saying? It was up with me. You know, that's all I needed was a team to really show me that they rock with me for real. Yeah. And it was up with me. I took that back to college too, and we started Weirdo Wednesdays at Middle Georgia, and everybody
used to ask you this question real quick. I'm sorry. How long you was in college for?
4 years.
I'm just making sure.
3 years.
I'm making sure. Okay, I'm making sure.
3 or 4 years. But I ended up dropping out. And
hell, didn't we all? I'm just making sure. The story. I'm just making sure. I'm like, damn, he was 7 years, 6 years. All right.
Oh no, not
my man that had 10 brands. He said, "Now I'm staying on campus. I got a store."
Yeah, man, we came a long way for real.
Nah, I respect that. I like that though, man. But so I know you said that. So the Weirdo collection originated, but I asked you something earlier. I was like, well, how were you as a kid? What made you not say weird? Like, what made you not say people called you weird when you were younger? Cause I guess that's how you were, but you were known for being like maybe not in a sense of like in a negative kind of sense, but just different.
Yeah, cause I feel like as a kid, I really didn't hear weird till like middle school, and so as like adolescence, like as a kid, I was just me. You know what I'm saying?
Did you take offense to it at the time or not really?
Nah.
More so in jest.
I think the first couple of times I heard somebody say weird, I was like, hold on, what that mean? Like, what you trying to say? But after that, it was like, okay, I'm starting to hear that more and more now. So I'm just different. You know what I'm saying?
But they wasn't saying it in a negative way. They just saying it like,
yeah, they were just saying it. But like still to this day, when people say it or they're like, you weird, bro, they think about the Weirdo collection.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And as a kid, like, nah, I really didn't take offense to it. The first couple times I did, but after that, nah.
I had posted something actually today. It was funny. I posted something today and I was like, if you're profiting off something that you don't believe in, that's too American for me. Like, to profit off something you don't believe in, right?
Oh.
So when you talk about the Weirdo collection, like, it makes sense. So why? Because I'm pretty sure your mission statement is something to do with you, and it all ties together.
Yeah.
I use it in this sense because you sell clothes, you selling things, right? Let's say, for instance, I'll use Black History Month, History Month, right? If for some reason you told me, like, I don't care about that Black History stuff, I ain't into all that, that's fine. You ain't got to be in if you want to, right? But then I see you selling Black History shirts, I'm going to be like, hey, that's kind of, I mean, that's weird. No pun intended, right?
Yeah.
But that's American to me because Americans, they make a lot of money off stuff they don't care about. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You got a lot of team owners, basketball team owners, they racist, but Black players all on the roster, It's too American for me.
Yeah.
So I asked that question and said, like, if somebody asks you, like, hey, what's the mission statement? What's the ideology behind the Weirdo collection? Like, what would be your response to that?
Honestly, this will probably sound crazy, but me, and I only say me because, like, I can't make anyone understand what's special about them more than they can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell you what's special and quote unquote weird about me, but it's up to you because everybody know that they're different than somebody else.
But the dopest thing about everything you're saying is you saying me, right? But you represent a large group of people that you don't even know.
Yeah.
So even you saying that, it's somebody that feel that same way.
The same way.
That now, like, I need to buy that damn shirt because that's me.
Yeah.
So me is perfect answer. It's perfect.
Yeah.
But it makes sense.
And sometimes it gets so hard to explain, man, because it's because some people say, I don't think I could, and I had people come up to me to say, well, what you selling? I show them my stuff, and they're like, oh, I'm not weird. And I'm like, if you would just get that out your, you know what I'm saying? Because I truly believe that everybody is weird, and not in a sense of like bad as what the world try to make it seem, but in a sense of like you're different than somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, even twins have their differences. You know what I'm saying? No two people on this earth are alike at all. You know what I'm saying? And really, I have another saying that say, I'm changing the world one weirdo at a time. You know, because like once I make, and I also had people at pop-up shops come up and say, like, oh, I don't really think I'm weird. And I really have to explain my life story to them and, you know, my ideology behind the Weirdo collection. They say, oh, well, I didn't really think about it like that. I guess I am weird. You know what I'm saying? So, and that not even, it's not even the sale of them buying that shirt or hoodie that have me happy. It's them understanding that, like, man, you know what I'm saying? I am, because now you finna embrace it.
Well, buying a shirt or not, if that's your mission statement to change the world one way at a time, that's the way to do it. Yeah. They came in not thinking they were weird.
Exactly.
Whether they left with a shirt or not, it's fine, but they left saying, oh, you know, I am weird.
Yeah.
So that's even that is getting the job done.
Yeah.
But when I see the Weirdo collection, right, and I saw the shirts that was there, my first thing wasn't really the words. That's not what caught me. It was the art. It was the design.
Yeah.
Now maybe I just missed that at the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's like extra sauce being thrown. Like it's already designed. Like it's gonna be. Like I feel like when I wear that shirt, first of all, it's brown. I don't have a lot of brown shirts. The only brown shirt I got is that one.
Yeah.
I like, man, it looked on me. I was like, damn, I like how I look in brown, right?
Yeah.
So that already alone gonna make me differ from everybody to me, because anybody walking around with a bunch of brown shirts.
Mm-hmm.
But the color pop, the color coordination you had in it was nice. You know what I'm saying? And then throwing the words on there and that font, all that stuff matter. Every detail it kind of matter.
Yeah.
So from an artist standpoint, I like the shirt based on that, without even knowing the mission statement. Yeah. But then talking to you, after I talked to your brother, I was like, I gotta come back. Because I was sold already, just the talking point. Where you think you got that from? Like your selling skills, I guess. Because that ultimately that's what you're doing. You're selling clothes. You're selling. It's not merch. You posted that, right?
Yeah.
It's not merch. I do my homework.
Yeah.
Explain that to me. I'm not selling merch. What is it? What are you?
Because I feel like merch is like how you said you can sell something and not even believe in it. Mm-hmm. I feel like merch is just something that, okay, I'm gonna just stamp this on here. Who wanna buy it? You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't have a meaning behind it. You just stamping words on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the Weirdo collection, well, I know the Weirdo collection is designer, like, and they, you know, when people say designer, they think of Gucci and all this, but I feel like it's a brand, because it's a family, it's a team, because like it's so much that go into this. And if any one of my customers, they know this, if we always keep in contact. Like I'm not even too big to not even repost my customers and stuff like that. Like I want them to feel good, the experience that they get when they wear my stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what separate the Weirdo collection from quote unquote merch. Because like, you know, when you get merch, you just like not Nike, but like a sports shirt or something like that. That's merch. You know, you're not expecting that to be good quality or anything like that. It's just something that you supporting something on, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really, and honestly, this is gonna sound crazy, but I don't really want people to just support because they know me. You know what I'm saying? I want you to support because you stand on this. You know what I'm saying? Or you starting to embrace being different. You know what I'm saying? I don't just want you to support me just because, I'm going to support you because I know you my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You know what I'm saying? I want you to really understand what this means.
How tough is it for an artist like yourself, designer like yourself, to have to compete with, I'm saying clothing brands to be respectful, with clothing brands who you really just consider to be merch brands. It's not a clothing brand. For instance, I give you an example, so we don't gotta use somebody else. Our podcast, I got hoodies, I got shirts, right? That's considered merch to me.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes we go in and might do a little extra stuff, and that's fine, but I still consider it merch because of they wearing it because I want to promote the podcast. It's nothing more than that.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
You're not doing that. You're doing something totally different. Not most, but some designers aren't doing that. They're doing something totally different. Yeah. But how tough is it in this climate having to compete with that? Because you might have a shirt, you put your blood, sweat, and tears to you. Like I said, my shirt, I love my shirt. It popped out. If you open that closet, I'm telling you, he'll tell you. He might even see it. I don't know if I ain't saying it to him, but it's the first thing on it because the last thing I wore. Yeah. So I'll take it off, put it in there. Yeah. You see it, but it popped. It's like the color coordination, you know, how the shirt feel. Yeah. I feel muscular. I don't got muscles, but I feel muscular. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can get a football scholarship. You know but it's a certain way you feel in the shirt. Yeah. As opposed to you getting the merch. You ever got a merch shirt with a 2X and you just feel extra loose like that? Shit got a 1X, it's all loose. You wash it 3 times, it's done. And
it's over with. You use it as a night shirt now.
How do y'all compete with that? Now, how can y'all?
And so I'm glad you asked this question because this is something that's been on my mind for a minute. But like, I know that the Weirdo collection is in its own lane. And so it's designers that I look up to out there that really have some good stuff. And merch or not, they have some good stuff, quality wise and everything, designs and everything. But sometimes I have to get myself out of because I want to make jeans one day, you know, like bubble coats and stuff like that. But sometimes I be having to get myself out of focusing so much on the garments themselves, but to help continue pushing a message. I feel like I want to have a following so big that when I do start to make jeans that, okay, well, we know these Weirdo, you know what I'm saying? And now I feel like what sets us apart is totally the message, because I feel like you can have some of the dopest stuff in the world, but you won't be able to compare to me because of the message. And like even and I say Gucci because it's really one of the hottest brand right now. But even with Gucci, you gonna feel good wearing that shirt, but they're not gonna repost you. You're not gonna feel you'll feel wanted by other people, or you know what I'm saying, like social norms, or when okay, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you feel good. You'll feel like you're somebody because not everybody can afford that shirt. That's more like a price point thing too. Yeah. But like you saying, to your point, like I just feel different wearing that shirt. I ain't seen it nowhere else. First number one.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing.
True.
Also, anybody can wear it like me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I look good in brown. I'm gonna keep saying that. You know, the brown shirt. And then I like the design. Yeah. But also what you wear with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I liked it. So
exactly.
If I didn't like it, I wouldn't even. There's a few y'all I liked, and I like everybody I liked. I wear all the time. You know what I'm saying? What's like for you though? Like what you? So you did work, right?
Yeah.
You mind saying what you did, or you don't want to?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you sold cars, right?
Yeah.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
I wondered if that. I was like, cause when I came to your table, you kind of swayed me. I said, okay, this nigga sell cars. Because you got to sell when you sell cars, right? Yeah. But then you told me you don't sell cars no more. So that's a big jump. A lot of people that are watching this now, like I know people that wanna quit their job because whether they got a clothing company, whether they got another business, they want to jump 2 feet into what they doing. Yeah. Explain to me, for you, your process of when you knew, okay, well, I don't have to work. I can jump 2 feet into it. Was it just a risk? Was it a gamble? Is it working for you? Was it hard to do? When you worked, the last job you worked, were you wondering if you were going to be stuck there all your life? Was it interfering with business? Like, tell me that process of jumping 2 feet in.
So with my last job with selling cars, I loved it. It was one of the best jobs I ever had. And so once it started interfering, I call the Weirdo collection my baby. Once it started interfering with my baby and like my artistic thoughts of designing or like even when I used to come home, I'm tired, so I don't even want to make no shirts or ship out no orders or anything like that. Cause I still was getting orders while I was selling shirts. You know what I'm saying? My website was still up and everything, but once it started to interfere with that, I started to get scared because I'm like, this is something that I want to do 100% for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? No matter the money or anything, I know I want to do this because I love it. You know what I'm saying?
I want to stop you real quick just because I know people that's going to watch this part and it's going to be important to them.
Mm-hmm.
When it started to interfere with your thought process or your artistic process of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel in that moment? Like, did you ever feel like you had to choose one?
Yeah.
And during that time, how many times did you choose your job or you chose rest because you felt like I just had to sleep?
Yeah. And so I chose my job a lot of times only because, you know, it was that guaranteed. So and even with commission sales, what I was doing, 100% commission, it was still that guaranteed, okay, I done sold this many cars this week. Well, I know this check coming. You know what I'm saying? Whether on the other side with my business, it's an online presence. So not as many people it's not as many people need shirts as they need vehicles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so once I got into the mood of like, okay, I done chose my job on countless amount of times. I'm getting home at 7, 9 o'clock at night. I don't have any time to do nothing because I got to get right back up at 9 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? 8 in the morning. And it just got to a point, and I was making good money with the job, with selling cars, but man, I ain't gonna lie, I pray, man. You know, I pray. And once I started getting those signs from God to follow my calling, it's a done deal, man. It's truly a done deal. But I will say to anybody out there that's struggling with this, I can only give you advice as to what I would do. And I like to depend on my hustle. You'll never know how good of a hustler you are until you like, oh man, my business got to pay my bills now. I don't have a guaranteed paycheck coming in next 2 weeks or this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to get out here. And that's why you saw me at that pop-up shop. I'm doing pop-up shops. I'm getting out there. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask you a question because that was my last thing I wanted to ask this question. Maybe you can tell me. Mm-hmm. So now that you are 100% 2 feet in entrepreneur, right? Let me ask this question first. How important is it to be disciplined?
Ooh, I stand on that. Like, owning a business, period. Even if you do have a 9 to 5, owning a business, like you have to be consistency and discipline. Like, and structure. Mm-hmm. You have to have structure. From to a day-to-day basis, I make sure, and I have whiteboards in my office where I have
whiteboards.
Yeah, whiteboards, okay, gotcha. To where I have to, like me, I have to know what I'm doing tomorrow. Or like I always write my daily schedule of, okay, what I got to knock out today.
But I'm about to cry. You got to stop, man. For real.
You know what I'm saying?
This is good stuff. Hearing you say this, hearing somebody say this that is in business and that really like is telling me right now, like, I have to know today what I'm doing tomorrow. I got to pre-plan. Yeah. Or I lost tomorrow already.
Yeah.
I like, keep going.
I'm sorry, man.
Pass me a tissue, man.
I literally write everything I have to do from a day-to-day basis, man. Like, you have to have structure or it won't work, man. Consistency, man, it won't work.
Now, I'm glad you said that because to go back to what we were just talking about, you working a job and you doing other stuff, right? When you're doing it and you busting your ass at your other job, when could you have time to even pre-plan your next day, knowing you got to be work that day too? Like, how can you plan and do all this stuff? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie.
So,
working at a car dealership specifically, like, you have a lot of time on the computer. So when I'm not with a customer, I'm on that computer. I'm telling you, I'm on that computer on my website, looking at who ordering, looking at what I got to do. Like, I would kid you not, I wouldn't trade the time that I spent at the job for nothing because I got a lot done. On the slow days, I'm on the phone with Navy Federal to get, you know what I'm saying, trying to get grants and whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the phone with everybody trying to get the business done because that job still gave me some type of structure to where I can move and grow. I got a little wiggle room to be able to work with my business when I'm not with a customer or anything like that. But when I did get home, all it was packing up orders and really because I still had to spend time with my girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, which I don't want to have her thinking that I'm leaving her out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like I told you at the beginning of the podcast, I'm a family man, so I always want to spend time with my family, so it was hard, bro. It was real hard. And once it started taking a toll on me, I said, man, it's time to fully, rely on my hustle,
In order to, when you sell cars and I know that's structured business, that's pretty much a good business to work in, that kind of business, rather, the industry. What did you learn from there that you took to what you do in your business?
If you don't put yourself out there, if you don't go get that sale, you ain't gonna get no sale. Mm-hmm. Like I learned that in the card game, it's a dog eat dog. So and what I mean by that is if ain't nobody, they gonna help you, you know what I'm saying, once you get in the routine of things. But if you don't want to sell no car, you ain't gonna sell no car because you have people coming in there that actually need vehicles, you know what I'm saying, that want vehicles. And if you not what I always told my customers is I value honesty. So no matter what their credit was, whatever, I'm gonna give it to you straight. So you know what I'm saying? You can never say that, oh, this and that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna value honesty. But that's what I learned. Like, you gotta go get it. Like, that's why I love pop-up shops. Because I'm gonna talk to anybody about this.
Define your ways of going and get it. Because I think I want to make sure it's clear. Because some people go and get it, and everybody work different. Like I told you, I got a guy named Verge. He do this. You like a poster of his? You like a picture he posted? He inbox. Oh, what kind you want? What size you want? I like that though. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna support, right?
I like that.
But also, I do get the side of it like, hey, look now, I just like the picture.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to go that route.
I like that though.
But I and so I was talking to a girl, right? When she noticed I bought a suit from him. Mm-hmm. Now the suit cost a certain amount of money. She was like, "Ooh, I want to spend that," and I had to tell her, like, "Hey, look, man, I ain't buy it because of how much it costs. I respected the hustle.
Yeah.
So it may not be worth X amount of money looking wise. Quality wise, it was good though.
Yeah.
But the hustle he got, I have to let him know that keep that.
Keep that. Yeah.
And if it costs me X, Y, Z amount of money to support him, and I'm cool with that.
That's real.
I'm wear it anyway.
Yeah.
And I look good in it. It was yellow. I look good in yellow too, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
That's real.
But I wanted to ask that question, like, what go getting look like you? Because I think, and it could be annoying sometimes. So you got to make sure you're not annoying nobody. But like to you, just pop-up shops. What else? Like what else is going to get it? Going to get that sell in your industry.
So like before, even when I had the job, I used to go to pop-up shops and stuff like that. Pop-up shops, they're real good. I'll try to hit anyone I can. But now, when I'm by myself, when I'm in Walmart, and I feel like me working at the car dealership helped me with this. But when I'm by myself and I see somebody in Walmart and they dress nice, like, and I think that they're like on there trying to discover their weird side of things or something like that, I give them. I like that hoodie, man. Where you get it from? You know, a little small talk.
Compliment them.
Yeah. I have a brand also. Like even the maintenance men in my apartment complex, all of them got cards. I'm giving them all cards. Hey, let me know if y'all need some. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I felt like back when I was in college, from then to now, that's what I lacked, going to get that sale. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people came to me saying, oh man, I want this. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it. But now a lot of people see it and they like it, but some people just scared to speak up. You know what I'm saying? And some people really ain't even seen it. You know what I'm saying? And what I always say is eyes equals exposure. You know what I'm saying? So the more eyes I get on it, the more people I can help. You know what I'm saying? The business grow and everything, you know. So I try to stay on the sponsored pages, you know, running ads and all that, man. Like, but the word of mouth is gonna be key. And like, not too long ago, I got my clothes in Keats USA of Augusta, Wrightsboro Road, right in front of the mall. I talked to my guy Flacco, man. We chopped it up for a minute. And I was like, yeah, I got my own clothing line. I was saying, because I met Flacco at a pop-up shop. And he was like, man, I would love, because he has a shoe store. And he was like, man, I'd love to, for you to have your clothing in my store and stuff like that. And I stopped by there a good little minute. I think it was probably like 3 months later. And he was like, what you waiting on? How far you stay from here? Go get your stuff. You can put it up now. And I'm running home, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was just that. Yeah, you know, it was just that conversation to me being able to get my stuff in store with more eyes, more people gonna see. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate him for that opportunity. And not too long after, I think it was like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour after I set my clothing up on the shelves and stuff like that, somebody bought a hoodie. And that right there makes me understand that all I need to do is get more eyes, more people to see it, for them to understand that this is a movement, like this is a brand. You know what I'm saying? Because when people see it, they're like, okay, I like this. And I have people laugh when they say, you got Weirdo on your shirt? I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I can't believe that. But I get it now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't explaining that to them. They're like, I get it now. You know, and man, like, that's one of the main things I learned from working at that car dealership was going to get that sale, bro. Like, you just have to talk, man.
What about like this, like, and I ain't using this word and having this conversation, but like, what about support? Like, from talking to you, I haven't heard you talk about a lack of support at all at any point in your career of doing designer. At one point, you was at a college. You stayed there for 9 years, right? You said.
Oh, nah.
I'm just playing. But you was at a college, you know what I'm saying? And the population's already there.
Yeah.
So it's like, I ain't gonna say it's drugs, but it's like you on a block and everybody right there. The clientele's there. This is we in the rough area. They all do drugs here, right? Yeah. But now you're in a place where, and also more competition. You got other designers, you got other artists selling clothes in the city that you're not even really from.
Really, yeah.
So, support wise, like where does a lot of your customers, your people who shop from you, where they come from? Where you shipping to?
Man, I won't.
And
lie.
how did you get it all over? Like, how did you get that?
I won't lie. A lot of my support came from, and this is probably gonna sound wild because a lot of people, whether you're an artist or a rapper, they really don't say this, but a lot of my support came from my hometown. Like
that's different.
Starting out early, a lot of support came from my hometown, Sparta, Georgia, and Putnam County, surrounding counties also. But to now, I really can't even explain it, man. Like, majority of my orders now worldwide come from Chicago, Miami. I had an order 3 weeks ago from London, Texas. You know what I'm saying? UK.
Did you do pop-up shops in these places at all?
Nah,
they
never.
Just happen I wonder how they stumbled across it, or like.
I honestly don't know. The internet, a crazy place. And what I tell my homeboy all the time is, bro, the Weirdo collection has literally went viral on every social media platform that I'm on. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, everything. That's how I know. Once I get more eyes and more people to understand it, that it's gonna be big, you know, and it's amazing because like Texas, Florida, like places that sometimes like I ain't never been to. I ain't never been to London, UK. I done been to Miami, but California, I ain't never been to California.
And this is all just from one, probably word of mouth, like you saying, word of mouth, social media shares,
social media
sharing
presence,
stuff, putting out content, posting pictures of the shirt. How effective did you find posting pictures of people who buy shirts from you to be for them to continue shopping, or athletes is for somebody else to buy it now?
Yeah, very early on, I found it real effective because a lot of people, they like being recognized. You know what I'm saying? They like being showed that they're a supporter. or whatever. And that's why I try to thank everybody that support me. I try to thank them as much as I can. Even to now, I just started sending out emails from like, say if you order from me 2 or 3 weeks, and it's been 2 or 3 weeks since you got your order, I send you a little email saying, hey, this is Jahdavinci from the Weirdo Collection. How did you like your item? Because people want to feel the CEO. They want to talk to the CEO. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of brands, we don't know who the CEOs are. You know what I'm saying? So it feels good to, yeah, man, I talked to the owner.
I know the owner.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Which, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just the owner of the Weirdo Collection. You know what I'm saying? The Weirdo Collection is the star. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the owner, you know what I'm saying, behind it. I'm not really nobody big for real. So it really don't matter to me to reach out to my customers and, you know what I'm saying, talk to them. Like I called a customer today. He was asking me about his order, which it ended up being right outside. It was already delivered. But yeah, I called him up, you know what I'm saying? When they put the information in, I call him up, hey man, this is the CEO of Weirdo. You know what I'm saying? How did you like your order? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's no big deal. But the number one thing that I would say about business, bro, is the experience. We can think about from fast food restaurants, I say Chick-fil-A. The number one thing, one of the number one reasons people like going to Chick-fil-A is because of the experience. You know, Chick-fil-A, if they get your order wrong, you're going to get a free meal the next time, or you know your order going to be right. You know what you get.
They're going to take care of you.
Exactly. They're going to take care of you. You know what you get when you go to McDonald's, man. You know your food might be wrong or this. You know what I'm saying? So I try to value experience when people get something from me. You know what I'm saying? Because people going to always remember how you treated them.
Got you. No, that's facts. I had ordered a shirt from you one time. I ain't get it, so I get a free shirt now or something. I like support. I don't like free shirts like that. But one thing I'll say, like, just from talking to you, I like your approach business-wise. You know, I like your demeanor.
Thank you.
But you mentioned, like, weirdo, sometimes just meaning different, meaning standing out. And from talking to you, you do stand out in that way because most times I have people that are in your field, which is design, selling clothes, that artistic field. They complain about support a lot. Like, they don't get enough. They don't get none. They just don't get enough.
Yeah.
And even if that was the case for you, what I do like, and it's very rare, is that even if that was the case, nobody would know it because you ain't saying that. And I don't think people realize how much, even if you wasn't getting support, not showing that you're not getting support, make you look like you're doing so much more, and people now naturally want to message you because like,
exactly,
I want to see what that's about.
Exactly. And that was a big thing. Where I'm from, like, it's close. It's such a small city that it's so close knit. Everybody knows everybody. You know what I'm saying? So once I start doing more pop-up shops in my city, and people start really understanding what's Weirdo about. You know what I'm saying? So it went up. Man, I'm talking about. I used to set up at my cousin's shop. She does hair. I used to set up there. I couldn't even be out there an hour or two, and my stuff already sold out, man. And I'm bringing loads of stuff, and it's already sold out. Putnam County too. I got in good with the dude at the Shell station, the Shell gas station. He let me do a pop-up shop out there. And I'm telling people I'm going to pop up at this time. And when I'm pulling up, people already out there waiting for me, man.
Where did you get that from? Like, because some people that they want to do pop-up shops. They want to go to the flea market. They want to do this. Shyness, maybe. You ever fear that nobody will pop up? Like, are these things that you're thinking about? And if so, like, how do you overcome those things?
Not really. I never really thought about what if nobody buys this or nobody pops up. I have had that, like, one of the first times I started I put my stuff on my website. I was like, man, what if don't nobody buy anything once I release my website? But you have to confidence, like, even back to when I was wearing mismatched shoes and stuff, I used to do that with confidence. I always been confident. And once you do things with confidence, people are gonna understand that okay, I like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really the type. I'm very strict on myself, but I'm not really the type to tear myself down before or you know what I'm saying, before I do something, or nah, maybe I'm not gonna be able to, because I'm always thinking of the cup half full rather than half empty. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about, man, what if I sell out in 5 minutes? You know what I'm saying? So like for real, like man, what I'm gonna think about? What if don't nobody pull up?
We always talk about manifesting, which I got my own
manifesting,
that,
yeah.
But you got to put the work in, of course.
Exactly.
But it's easy to manifest something when you know you got a good product.
Yeah.
It's easy to manifest something when you say confidence is key.
Exactly.
What does that really mean, right?
Yeah.
So if you're explaining to me what Weirdo is, but you're not confident in your explanation,
exactly.
You can't be stuttering. You can't be
exactly.
Well, it's kind of like, what is it? What
yeah.
is it like? What
exactly,
is this
bro.
Being confident in your approach and your mission is like super important in any business. But now you're dealing with money. Like your confidence is probably what's stopping that person from digging in their pocket and saying, "Oh, take this money and me get that shirt." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to be there. You can't not have it.
You have to have confidence, man. You have to believe in what you're doing. And it's also power in the tongue. You know what I'm saying? So speak it into existence. You know what I'm saying? Like I have words that I say to myself every morning, man. You know, like, man, you just have to speak it into existence, bro. Like this type of stuff makes me, you know what I'm saying? Like I get that feeling because I believe in it 1,000, 1,000,000%, bro. Like, man, we can go on forever about this, but it's most definitely power in the tongue, man. Like I never tear myself down before I do something, man.
Well, I speak of that, and we talk about supporting from a standpoint of money and sales and things of that nature. But let's take that out of it. What would you say your support system is, and who's your biggest supporter when it comes to your brand, your ideas? Who gives you the thumbs up? I like that. This is nice. This is a nice idea. Who pushes you to continue to go forward? Sometimes it's our spouse. Sometimes it's our mom. Sometimes it's our brother. But if there's somebody like that's in your support system that like they're gonna push you regardless. Whether the sales there or not, they're gonna push you to do better, push you to do great.
Oh, my mama and my girlfriend. My team, my homeboys, they gonna be there. But my mama and my girlfriend, like even as a young kid, my mama never really was, and I could score touchdowns, I could do this, but my mama not gonna be, you the greatest kid, you the greatest son, my son the greatest. She like, okay, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Okay, what you got next? Like I literally have dropped hoodies one day and they sold out, and my mom was like, okay, what you got next for the spring? Yeah, what you got next for the summer?
Just pushing you to keep going forward.
And at the time, I'm like, Mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just did this. But once I think about it, she's preparing me for not being content. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with my girlfriend. Like, she's not gonna always say like, you the best, you the best. You know what I'm saying? Even I know she know that, but they not gonna fill my head up because they know how confident I am anyway. You know what I'm saying? They know how confident I am anyway. So they show that type of love of like, I love you, but let's continue going. Let's continue grinding because I know you got it in you. You know what I'm saying? I know you got it in you. And man, I won't tell you no lie. Like younger, they used to eat me up. Oh, my mama used to do that, man. Like, what you mean? Why did this? And what's next? You know what I'm saying? And my mama always told me, even when I played football, I wanted to quit. She was like, nah, you ain't quit. You know what I'm saying? Once you start something, you got to finish. And so that's it, man. Like
talk to me a little bit about the entrepreneurship side though. Like, how is it now? You don't work now. You 100% what you sell is what you making now.
Yeah, for sure.
How's that been going for you?
Great. I can't complain, man. I can't complain about anything when it comes to the business because everything is not an L but a lesson. You know what I'm saying? And so it's going great. I'm just trying to, because sometimes I have to slow down, and pace myself with, okay, I'm gonna drop this now. Okay, do I think they ready for this, or I'm gonna drop this? You know what I'm saying? So, entrepreneurship, man. I advise anybody listening to this, man, to try to jump into entrepreneurship or find what do you think you're good at and trying to do it on your own, because it's no better feeling than having that freedom of, you know what I'm saying, of doing what you love doing, you know? And that's one thing that wake me up. I get up at 5:30 every morning, bro. You know, with my job, I used to get up later than that, but I didn't love my job. You know what I'm saying? I love what I'm doing right now, and like, man, it be times that I don't even want to go to sleep because I'm like, man, I can't wait till tomorrow to get here because I got to handle this, do this, do this, do this. Like, I love this so much. And every single order from 2018 to now, 2023, bro, I packed myself. Like, I've had help from my friends, you know, and stuff like that, but I shipped out countless orders over probably about 50,000 orders, bro.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, bro.
Get some sleep though, bro. Go to sleep.
Oh yeah. I get good sleep. I get good sleep, you know.
I thought you wanted them sleep when I'm dead type people.
Oh nah.
I be telling you dead when you dead. You're not sleep. Ain't no breathing in that.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I get in those moods though. Like I sleep.
Don't get.
That's when I got some
healthy,
some
man.
bed in the.
You gotta get you.
Yeah.
Because you know we need you for the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah. So
I don't want to go to sleep. I got to stay up.
I get.
Go ahead, get you 4 hours at least. You know what I'm saying?
Rest, I get
a little something.
But yeah, like I have to stay on myself sometimes, man, because I feel like my mama used to always tell me, even when because when I was young, I wanted to go to the NBA, like early middle school. I want to go to the NBA. It's always somebody out there working harder than you work.
Mm-hmm.
And I still replay that in my head to this day that you ain't gonna outwork me. And I was just talking to my homeboy, like when I do get up at 5:30, I go to the gym, and it be these little old ladies in there at 5 o'clock already working. Like already on the bikes, already with the 5 pound, 10 pound weight already lifting. And I'm like, man, I'm 25 years old. I can't get up and beat them here.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Once I get in there, them little old ladies, they ain't about to outwork me. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, it's still, you know what I'm saying, competition. But and I'm a competitive person, but I use it in a good way so I can stay on top of myself. You know what I'm saying, and stay good.
How you? If you are interested, I don't know, but how do you plan like to network here, like as far as the networking side with other designers? I've seen some designers like work together on pieces and just collaborate on pieces and stuff like that. Is that something you're interested in? Like, do you have a plug to get into that field? I mean, now of course they're gonna know who you are because of course I'm gonna put out. But like, what's your goal and what are you okay with doing or not okay with doing? I know artists are sensitive. A lot of artists are sensitive. So some artists don't like to work with people. Yeah, they don't like to collaborate. You stay in your lane, I stay in my lane. But like, I get a different vibe from you.
Yeah, which I can understand a little bit, but it has to be about the message to me. Mm-hmm. You know, I really want someone. If I do collab with someone, I want it to be. I want the messages to like coincide with one another. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't want to contradict myself if the brand is something that I really don't like or stand for. Yeah. You know, but as far as networking, I have some friends that I've met. One is Slow and Steady.
It was there.
Yeah, Slow and Steady.
I bought two. I got a pink one and a red one. I wear the red one all the time.
V Live, my guy Rich Brown, V Live.
That's what in my car.
Yeah.
The red one.
Yeah. And those are two. And my other guy, No Longer Humble. No Longer Humble.
My guy. Yeah, I know them. Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah. Those three people that I met down here because we always at the same pop-up shop. So we get to see each other. So we locked in for real. But right now, I wouldn't really say that I'm into collaborating. I just want to network because I feel like if it's more people that get amped up about the same conversations like this that I talk about, I want to be around it.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I just had Just Ratings on a couple weeks ago, and he was a little, not upset, but just like, damn, he's doing a fashion show, and he felt like a lot of designers didn't. He said he reached out to a lot of them, but I don't know if y'all know each other because you're not really from here, so he maybe don't know. But I think now seeing this is good because they do fashion shows. They do a lot of stuff they try to do for the city throughout the year, and there was more eyes on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
shout out to him. I think I know who you talking about with the
bear.
Yeah, what's his
Just Greatness.
Yeah,
His name
Just
Virgil.
Greatness. Yeah, shout out to him.
I got a lot of Just Greatness. Yeah.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him. I met him at my last pop-up shop.
Yeah, he from Philly.
I met him at my last pop-up shop. Shout out to him, man. We chopped it up, for sure. And that's what I'm trying to do. Like
that's the one. If you like his picture, he come in the inbox. Like, what size
oh,
you want?
that's
XL,
him.
Large, medium.
Oh, okay.
I got red. I got black.
Yeah,
he gonna pull up on you. It's gonna be packaged nice in a bag and everything, folded.
Yeah,
he'll play. Yeah, he get his. He get his. But like far as like just jumping out there and now, let me see that. Can you show me that chain like that?
Oh yeah.
I know you making money now. Yeah. Nah. Look at it. I like that.
Man.
How many cars you had to sell to get that one? Huh? Nah, but like in all in all, like when I think about the brand, I like it. I like everything you got going with the brand. What's new? Like what can we expect? Like coming in now, like we got new. It's spring coming up, so you gonna have a spring collection.
Oh yeah.
Real quick, why collection? Why not the Weirdo brand, the Weirdo company, the Weirdo collection? Is like to me, it sounds like elegant, little mystique.
Yeah.
Like pristine.
Yeah. So
collection.
I have a lot of names for Weirdo. The Weirdo Studio, the Weirdo Gallery, the Weirdo Collection, because I want it to, because I feel like it can be all of that. It can be the Weirdo Studio, the Weirdo Collection, the Weirdo Gallery, which makes it not relatable in a sense, but more different to where like I want when people go to my website for it to be all sorts of colors, designs, different stuff. So in that way, it's a gallery. And then in another way, you can see it as a collection when I drop like a spring collection. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So all that's going to really kind of look the same or something like that. But it's really whatever you want to call it, Weirdo. You know what I'm saying? The Weirdo Studio. That's what I call it because it's no telling what type of garment's going to come out of there, But at the end of the day, every piece stands for something, and you stand for you. If you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. You know what I'm saying? So you have to stand for something. Like when it comes to the Weirdo Collection, personally, I think of it as like an empire, as to where it's so many other different things. Like now I have the Weirdo Nation. So that's gonna be, how like Rock Nation is with artists, rappers, athletes. I'm about to start something called the Weirdo Nation. So I have 3 athletes now. Jaden, my boy Javon, go Dogs. Yeah, we won the championship with Jaden, and Jalen Kilgore. And those are my 3 athletes now. And they're going to, if they're not going to play, they don't have to go to play at a collegiate level. It's kind of gonna be like public figures.
Yeah,
type.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it won't just be an average person. You know what I'm saying? Which
I
they
think
can.
Some people call them, I guess, brand ambassadors.
Yeah. Something like that. Something like that.
So they get gear, they wear it.
Yeah,
they do their thing, they post it.
But the thing with that is, I don't want anyone that don't understand the message. All 3 of those guys, they understand the message and they 10 toes down about it.
They family.
Yeah, they family. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to wearing Weirdo, they're going to have it on all the time. You know what I'm saying? Which creates other avenues for kids that looks up to them that don't even know me or the Weirdo Collection. They say, oh, Mom, look at his shirt. Now they're embracing their weirdness because they see their favorite athlete with a Weirdo shirt on. You know what I'm saying? And so when they say collection, it's not only going to be just clothes. It's going to be, music. You know what I'm saying? On down, athletes, art, stuff like that, so so people that don't even, it's probably people out there that only wear white tees, so they don't want to wear nobody else's clothes. They just want to wear white tees, but they like art. So we're going to be in the art. You know what I'm saying? But they like the Georgia Bulldogs. Okay, well, we got 3 players on the Georgia Bulldogs that we're Weirdo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get it in every avenue so that somebody can see it different. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. I like that. You got a good vision. Like the vision is, I see the vision there. And like you said, you got a pre-plan. So like you mapping out not only the next day, you mapping out the next couple of years.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
for
already
sure.
in
your head.
For sure,
so,
man, for
and
sure.
that's needed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you got on now?
Weirdo Collection. If you can see the tag right here.
Oh, let me see.
You can see the tag right there.
Well, I ain't got to see it. See it for me.
Weirdo Collection in the tag.
Well, like tell me about your outfit. I need to see your outfit.
I got a blank tee on right now. I've been working, but Weirdo Collection sweater.
I like. It's a jacket sweater. What is that? I like it.
Flannel,
whatever it is, I like it.
Little flannel jacket. The Weirdo Collection. I made this. This actually 1-on-1. I made this myself. I learned that, like I told you, I learned to sew off of YouTube.
Got you.
So,
YouTube University,
yeah, I hooked this up myself. But really, you'll catch me. And I won't lie, a lot of my customers have more weirdo than me. It sounds crazy. Huh?
That sounds like a lot of
because and I say that because of course I have weirdo stuff that I wear, but I have like the old stuff that I brought out. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, I used to literally hand paint my hoodies. Like I'm gonna send you something on that too. I used to hand paint my hoodies and everything. I may go back to doing that. A lot of people telling me that now. Like, man, what a hand painted hoodies? But it just took so much time. But yeah, a lot of my customers have way more because I don't everything that I drop, I don't necessarily put back for myself.
Gotcha.
If you get what I'm saying, because this probably be crazy, but Biggie always say, don't get high on your own supply. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna probably sound crazy, but that's just the logic that I live by. But I want you to have it more than I want me to have.
Hold on, let's bring it back.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you said it. Okay, so you saying you don't wear a lot of your stuff because you don't want to get high.
No. I wear my stuff, but not as much as like my customers do, because my customers, they gonna get every new piece that I drop, but every new piece that I drop, I'm not gonna have.
But you do wear it every day though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do wear it every day. Yeah,
I say you should. 7 days a week you need to be wearing.
Yeah, I'm my own billboard now. I'm making sure.
I make sure I can't get by with that one.
But I'm probably still wearing a shirt that I made. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
Not too long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
pieces, as long as you're wearing it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Weirdo socks.
Say now, I don't know now.
Socks,
this
hats,
so short. Yeah, you gotta wear, baby.
Yeah.
You got socks?
Yeah, man. I got socks.
Let me see the socks. Oh, you got the socks on. I like that though.
Look at that, man. Socks, hoodie, and then
what's the website? What's the website name?
TheWeirdoCollection.com.
.com.
Yep,
just
simple. The
one word.
Oh, and the Weirdo Collection has an app now, available on the Apple App Store and the Android App Store at TWC Gallery.
TWC Gallery.
Yeah, and it come right.
There's an app for that. You can go shop on there if you want to.
Go shop, and it send notification to your phone.
That's what's up.
We do daily notifications of text messages, inspirational, just the daily dose of helping you embrace the being weird more. Even if you don't have an item but you have the app,
yeah,
we're gonna send
me all the information so I can put it in my description stuff.
I got you.
Word.
I got you.
Word, man. I appreciate. I think that, like I said, don't have a conversation with somebody who want to have a conversation, but also I think that you got a successful brand and it can go places. You know?
Thank you.
That's very rare for some people because they sometimes small city minded, just local. But I see that you're not even that on local sense. You're not that you're not thinking local, but you thinking next year. You thinking 5 years from now. Your plan is way ahead of just today, just this month, and that speaks volumes because most times when that happens, that means that you planning way out. You know, like you can wake up. I think if you wake up and plan your day that way, you lost the day, right? You lost it.
Exactly, bro.
Your day should be planned way ahead.
Yeah.
I think that's like the key to business. Even if you're running somebody else's business, they always tell you that.
Structure.
Plan ahead. Because once you run into it, that's it.
Exactly.
Tell people they can find you at any social medias you got, any websites you want to put it out now.
Okay. My Instagram is Jahdavinci, JAHDAVINCI.
He's not Jehovah's Witness.
My Weirdo Collection Instagram is THE Weirdo Collection. The website is theweirdoccollection.com. I have a beard brand. Also, the Instagram is XGroom. Exceptionally groomed for short.
Is that beer or beard?
Beard, yeah.
Oh, I like your beard. I want to say I like your beard. You're looking a little sharp today too. Yeah,
exceptionally groomed. But the website for that is xgroom.com. Yeah.
You sell beard oil and stuff?
Yeah.
I see you. Look at the smile. Yeah, I like this guy. Man. Yeah, I got this. Yeah. This is dope, man.
Thank you.
One Masters podcast, we out, man. This was dope. I appreciate you for coming through, though, for real.
No problem.